20,400 and drugs of 10,000 and a worker of 4,000. So roughly, we said a goat, to bring up a goat for 1 year, it will need to give you, you will need to have 77,409. So if we do that amount, the 409, which is bringing up a goat per day, per year, sorry. So each goat per year, we multiply it by 25, then we have 1.9 something, and then times 2, because we are looking at 2 years. So that means to bring up a goat in 2 years, to bring up 25 goats. Remember, we did not calculate the costs of we did not calculate the cost of the calf, the drugs of the calf. Even here, we are not going to go through the offspring that is being produced. So that means we shall need this money, the 25 goats, to be there for 2 years, for feeding and everything, drugs and everything. They will need 3,870,450. 70,450. So that will be the cost that we shall need to maintain in the feed, drugs and everything for 2 years of 25 goat. So if that is the case, let's look at the profitability part of this. Let's look at the total investment that we are looking at generally for the goats too. If we are adding, if we add actually 11, this is what we shall need. We should have invested for 2 years in goats. We said we are looking at the feeds. The feeds, we said it is 3,870,450 shillings in 2 years to cater for 25 goats. All of them are on zero grazing completely. So we are looking at 3 millions of the housing. We are also looking at 2.4 for the worker, and we are looking at the 11,500,000 for the initial capital. So roughly, goats need like around 20,770,000. You get? But if you want to equate it, we can remove like 2-3 goats. But actually, let's leave it. We invested 19,680,000 for a cows, 1 cow, and also we invest 20,770,000 in 25 goats. I needed to do a rough estimate. So the profits are here. We have already seen the profits for the cows. We are looking at 9,200,000 after 2 years. And we are also going to look at the profits of the goats. So, this is what we are expecting out of goats, 25 goats. In the first 6 months, we expect 25 kids. And then in another 14 months, we expect 25 kids. In 21 months, we also expect 37. So let's do goats produce maybe 3 times in a year, 3 times. But of course, it produces 4. But we have calculated only 3 times. So that means we shall have over 87 kids, which is, if we are selling it at 200,000, we shall have 17,400,000, roughly. But, so that means the goats in 2 years can give us 17,400,000 shillings if we only sell the kits at 200,000. But remember, there is some other chance that you can sell it at 400,000. So if we do that, we have 17,400,000 400,000. Remember, you're dealing with hybrids. If you say that you're selling them for breeding and you're selling them at 400,000, you just multiply it by 2. So that means there is a possibility of these goats giving us 34,800,000. Do you get it? Instead of 17 millions, we can be able to get the 34,800,000 because you're dealing with hybrids. So it's very easy to sell your goats at 400,000. You get it? So basically, that is an opportunity for the goats. So you remember the cows gave us profits of 9,200,000, and then the goats have given us, let's say, even an advantage that we spent 20 millions instead of 19. The goats have given us profits of 17,400,000 as a profit. Oh, there is some other chance that goats can give us 34,800,000 because I told you the number of kids in 2 years from 25 goats, we can have 87 goats out of the 25. You get? But there is some other chance that you might not sell them at 200,000. So if you sell 87 kids, the one that is produced, and you sell it at 200,000, that's when you can get the 17 millions. But there is an opportunity that you can sell it also at 400,000. So that means there is an opportunity that we can sell goats and get profits of 34,800,000. But still, if you're looking at this alternative also for the goats, because you cannot have 25 goats and they all produce one. But if they say that 25 goats, if 85%, because there is that chance of 85% of goats producing 2. Let's also look at it. If 85% of 25 goats produce 2, that means we shall have 29 kids for the 6 months. Then 14 months, we shall also have 29 kids. After 21 months, we shall also have 43 kids because the first group should have also produced for the first time. So that means in 2 years, these goats of 25 goats can be able to get 101 goats offspring. It's also a possibility. If we sell it, let's say at 200,000, we can be able to get 20 millions. But just imagine you're dealing with hybrids. There is a possibility of again selling it at 400,000. So if we have got 25%, 85% producing 2, and 25 goats in 2 years give us 101. Then you multiply it by 200,000. If you're selling it all just once and get your money out, you can get 20 million. But remember, you can even sell it for breeding and you sell it 400,000. That means instead of 20 millions you get out of the 101, you can as well get 40 millions out of it. So there is opportunity that if you invest over 20 million, in 20 years in goats, you can get 40 millions as profits. Of which it is very hard for the dairy cow to increase the milk by 2 if it's a hybrid, and then you get 40 liters. But even if you're getting 40 liters, so that means a cow can give you 8 millions. You get? There is that opportunity that you're feeding your cow very well and it has given you 40 liters per day. So that means instead of giving you profits of 9 millions, it's going to give you, let's say in the milk, if the liters were 4,200, and then you make 8,400, that means that animal should have given you 8 millions, then plus the cow, of course, the calf, which is 5 millions. So there is a possibility that it can give you 15 millions, which is not very easy. So that's what I was trying to explain to you. I know many are going to ask me, look at the profits also. You're going to tell me the cost of the heifer, and then these other animals, the more money you invest in, the more profits you get. So that is my simple calculation as comparing a dairy cow as compared to the same money you also invest it in goats. So if you decide to invest your 18 or 19 millions or 20 millions in a hybrid dairy cow, and I also use the same amount of money to put it in goats. Remember, one cow can eat maybe feeds for 10 or 15 goats per day. You get it? But it cannot give you the output of the goats they can give me. By the time a cow produces for the first time, because it takes 9 months and a goat takes 5 months to produce. So in 6 months when I get my animal, my goats will produce. And then by the time your cow produces, I have some other group that is coming, that is already in pregnancy. So that means by the time you have a kid or a calf, which is 2-3 months, I should have got production twice. So that is my comparison. I welcome the compliments. I welcome everything. Thank you very much. I think you can go through it. And if you want, I will even give you the template and then you try to look through it. Think about it. The struggle is thinking about how can we get money out of farming? How can we get money? We who cannot afford to have a chunk of land. You get it? And do you know, when you have a chunk of land, it's an additional advantage. Reason being, you're not investing much in the feeds. So that means you can get more money in goats as well in cows. But remember, when a cow is on free range, it reduces the milk. If goats are on zero grazing, on free range, they also reduce in the weight, but the production will still stay constant. So let's look at which project does best, which project does what. You get it? So that is my experience. That is my research. You can as well bring in yours and then we try to compare it out. Thank you very much. Let me wish you the best. I think we can do animal farming better. Thank you.